Two.
No.
One.
Yes.
We're ready.
Uh-huh.
A very good evening.
Good
Here
evening.
we are. Claudia van Zuiden here for you.
And Arturo Mazzaro.
Together we are Conscious World Agents. So it's Friday evening.
Yeah.
13th.
May 13th. It was a lucky day. It still is.
Yeah, it's a very lucky day. So welcome. If you're watching, great that you're here. Yeah, we've decided to go on the Friday evening because our Fridays sometimes are really busy. We cannot then fit a Facebook Live in during the day, so we try to do it either then in the weekend or in the evening. So welcome, and tonight's topic is yes, focus. So what does it mean and how does it help us? So you might have noticed that we didn't have a post about it this week because we were very busy focusing on certain things that we had to do, like working. And yeah, we really wanted to do today's session with you, and then we will share with you here what focus, what it means to us and how we think it's so helpful to apply it in our daily life. And then we've got a lovely announcement to make.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. You might have already seen it. I'm very happy that we're able to do this for you. So we're very, grateful also for
absolutely.
the venue.
Absolutely.
The venue that all of a sudden came free. You know, the universe works in mysterious ways. But I was saying, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do a retreat there? And it is in the Netherlands, so you don't have to fly and you don't have to go far, and it's in the heart of the Netherlands. So if you're looking for a weekend for total tranquility, total peace, coming back to yourself, then please join us on the 2nd and the 3rd of July. And go on our website, consciousworldagents.com/retreats, and you'll find some more information about what we're offering for that weekend. And we already have people signed up, so it's filling up. And there's only limited spaces, but please, if it's a yes, you know, or maybe go and have a quick look, so you won't be disappointed if it's full, or if it's the bedrooms that you would like as well, because we have a small dormitory, which is like 4 bunk beds, but it is quite a small room, and then we have a bigger one with 4 bunk beds, and we have 2 double bedrooms, so left.
And
so
camping.
And camping, there's camping available. If you love really being in nature, then
in nature. So it's really, really lovely there.
Yeah, we've put a little video on our website as well, so you can have a look how it looks like. So have a look.
Yeah.
And what else?
What else?
Experience Day.
Yeah, of course. We also have an experience day again on June 17th.
An online version.
An online version.
Yeah.
So you don't have to fly to the Netherlands to come there.
No.
And it's again already a few people signed up.
Yeah.
So
Wonderful to have you there. And oh gosh, you know, I actually wrote down yesterday all the comments from the last one as well. It's like, just blows my mind every time, and my heart. So wonderful if you're here. And tonight let's discuss what we feel is appropriate to share and useful to share about focus.
Focus. You start, or I start?
You start.
Okay.
Because last week you were a bit tired.
Yeah. Again, I'm a little bit tired.
You're also a bit tired.
And why? The focus was totally on a 4-day course.
Oh, wait a minute, you're a bit halfway. So
Okay, well, I can see
there you are.
This week I had 4 days of training about leadership. Within a company, train senior managers to go higher to director and so on. And 4 days training is, can be a little bit, how do you say?
Intense.
Intense, yes. Sometimes it was intense.
Yeah.
But it was also lovely. And so the focus was totally on giving this training, and I had 1 day off during this week, and then I went to another focus site, and it was golf, playing golf. And why do I say this? Probably already know how important focus is. People also say where attention goes, energy flows, and results will show. And the attention is more or less your focus. So what are you looking at in life? Are you looking at all the possibilities that you can have for success, or are you looking more for the potential for failures? So what's the focus that you have?
Nice.
And it's so different. And if we have the focus on things that can go wrong, then this is also the energy that you send out. And this is also what you probably will see around you. Maybe you bought in your life a new car or a new bike or something really new that was important for you. And suddenly that car, you saw it everywhere. And probably in the same color also. And what does it say is what you focus on, and it is also shown in research that the same thing in your mind, in your brain, will light up on the things that you're focusing on the real world, or when you just visualize these kind of things, you imagine these kind of things.
Yeah.
So the same brain part will light up.
Yeah.
And once you really understand that this is the energy that you send out, it lights up. It's the energy there already. It's radiating there. Why shouldn't you focus on the things that can go right, that you want? And it's not always material things that we're talking about. Of course it can, that you focus on your goal, running the marathon, in your job, making money, having a good sales project, all these kind of things. That's okay. It's material-wise. Please do it. But you can also focus. I want inner peace. I want love for myself and the people around me. And one of the main things is focus on yourself, not on the people and the circumstances around you. See inside yourself, feel it, what you really want. I'm reading a book now, it's called The Magician's Way, it's from William Whitecloud. And one of the things in this book is also golf. And once I read that part again, I used it for my own golf game. And since I'm doing this, and I'm going to explain what it is, the last 2 rounds I played with golf were my best ever. And what is he writing in his book? And there's so much importance in this. So please stay tuned. Listen very well, maybe write it down. You focus on with golf, where you want to go with the ball. You see it already. And last Wednesday I had a ball that was really going exactly as I focused. Within a half a meter it landed there. So I was focusing where the ball must land and then roll further. And exactly I hit with my driver, and I'm not really that good golf player. My handicap is 25, so I'm not a pro. But the ball went through the air just as I imagined myself. It landed on exactly the spot that I wanted. And it rolled further just a little bit further around the corner. We call it a dog leg with on the golf course. And it was then, I hit about 210 meters. And it was exactly there to go right away from that second spot to the flag. And that's exactly what I wanted. But here it comes, this is so important. You see it, you feel it, you believe that it's possible, and then you focus on the ball, on the here and now. And you let go of that visualization, that image that you have.
Yeah, nice.
And then let the swing be the swing. Don't think, I must hold it like this, I must take my hands like this. Then you're out of this flow, you're out of this energy, you're out of this attention. See it there, feel it, believe it, go back to the now. Let go that, and the ball will go. And sometimes that's so difficult to comprehend this, to really understand that this is a universal law. And once it doesn't go like you wanted and you visualized, then don't look at the end result. Go back to yourself. Go back to where was my real focus? Was my focus on, okay, I see there the water. Oh, it's a little bit tricky. I hope it's going there. Then the ball will probably go at least, will land closer to the water. And exactly, it's the same with you in your life. You can have your focus, but if your inner belief system is saying, oh, maybe it's not possible, you're focusing more on the failure at a subconscious level, this is the energy, the true energy that you will send out. So do some inner work when you start to really focus on the things that you want. Go inside, take a deep breath, and be honest. Be honest to yourself and ask yourself, what do I really feel? What are my real fears? What do I really believe about this? Is this really possible? Or am I just saying to myself, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And in the meantime, you don't believe that you can do it. So again, visualize what you want. Focus on the potential and all the possibilities that are there. But don't focus on all the other things that might happen and all the failures that can come. All the obstacles. The obstacles will come in your life, really. But it will become so much easier if you don't focus on them, but on the end goal. Stephen Covey wrote a book about 7 habits of highly effective people, and one of the things he started with is begin with the end in mind. Begin with what you want to achieve, but then let go. Really let go and be in the here and now. There's only one moment, that's now. And that means that focus determines your reality every time. So if you see a reality that you don't like, your focus, go back to yourself and really go inside and be honest. Where is your focus really? What do you really believe? If you have any questions, please ask.
Quite a serious topic, huh?
It's so serious, but it was so much fun with golf.
I think it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also how you felt afterwards as well. It was like you needed this, like a reminder, wasn't it? You've done this so many times.
I've done it already so many times. It's not to brag. I've been the freelancer of the year in the Netherlands. I wrote my book. I had a dream to become a trainer. I'm flying all over the world to do what I really love. I have a relationship that I want. So I already proved myself that this is really working. But sometimes you need a little bit validation, or, well, how do you say it? A reminder. A reminder to really do it again at a conscious level. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm not good, I cannot do this swing. That was what I was heading for. Yes, okay, I can play golf, but this is difficult. I hit always the grass before the ball instead of after I hit the ball. And then every time when I stood there, and I thought, oh, okay, I hope I hit the ball well. Well, you can imagine what kind of focus that is.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all do that. Huh?
Yeah, we all do this. Yeah. Yeah. But please, it becomes a new habit. The more you focus on things, the more you learn to focus from the moment that you are awake. How do you enter a meeting in your daily job? Oh, need to go to a meeting again, or, wow, okay, whatever happens in this meeting, something happens that will really help everybody. How do you go to a restaurant? Oh, look at the menu. Oh, there are thousand things I can choose. I don't know. Or are you entering a restaurant and you say to yourself, you know, I open the menu and something will light up for me, and that's what I do.
And it's going to be delicious.
And it's going to be delicious. The best meal ever today. and it's in everything, not only in golf. You have inner peace. Whatever happens, when I'm in front of the group, I train them, I will have my inner peace at every given moment, and then let go.
And it works every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
No exception. And if there's an exception, go inside and find why there's the exception, because there's always a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still need to find a person who can 100% focus. You know that, and those is a skill that we can learn. Of course, we can develop it, and I would like to speak a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I like that.
So, but yeah, wonderful story and a great week, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Busy week, but a great week. I loved it.
Yeah, oh, you loved it. Yeah, oh, great. So yeah, how do we do this then? This focus. How can we develop that? That's, I think, that people ask me as well. Then how do I develop this focus on these kind of things that you say? How if people are not familiar with that. One thing that you might have heard is mindfulness practice, and being mindful of actually being in the here and now without doing a lot of things, but just being in this moment, noticing what's around you and so forth. I'll come back to that a little bit. But it actually increases your awareness and it increases your focus. Now, if you know that we actually, about 47% of our time, we are not focused. And that means we actually don't get a lot of things done that we actually want to do. And how does it? Because we, like you say, are either in the past or in the future, and we're not in the now. So we're distracted all the time. Now, and if you, the Potential Project, for example, they have done a lot of research on this, and they have shown that 67% of leaders actually never get their tasks done because they are not focused. It's like so busy in their heads, and there's so much information all the time. I think it's 67% of leaders say it's also busy, and 65% don't get done what their task was.
Well, it's close together.
It's hardly a difference.
Yeah.
So what is that? You know, what is that's the case? And it's the lack of focus. And I think this time we are so bombarded with information, and it goes so fast that we actually don't learn how to be mindful, to be in the here and now. And the research also has shown that when we focus, the prefrontal cortex, this area here in the front, lights up. And that is that area that also helps us to make conscious choices, deliberate choices, what we want to do a task, to make create meaningful meetings, to be fully present when you have a meeting with someone. How often is it when you're speaking to someone that your mind already goes to the next thing you have to do or something that happens in the past? How fully are you present when you're actually having a conversation? How fully are you now listening to what I'm saying?
I'm listening. Don't look at me.
But if you, for example, go back 10 minutes from this conversation that we've just had, how much can you remember of what we've just said? How focused were you? And those are quite good tools to practice your mind of developing the area, the prefrontal cortex. The people who feel, like the leaders I was speaking about, very cluttered in their mind, if they actually scan their minds, there is much more activation in the back of the head, in the back of the skull. But the ones who are focused, it's the prefrontal cortex that is lightening up. And that is that area that we really need to make decisions and so forth. So in leadership, but also in your life, if you want things done and have that life that you want and see that vision strongly, we need to learn how to focus. Now, mindfulness really helps. And those kind of things like what I just said, being aware of your surroundings. For example, if you read a sentence in a book, and then start focusing on one word only in that sentence and see how long, for a minute, try for a minute, how long you can be focused on that word only. I'm gonna guarantee you that your mind will wander off. It will think about, oh gosh, can I not just read the whole sentence? Or you think of something in the past, or you see the other word that's beside that word. If you can show me someone who can stay a minute focused on that one word in that sentence that I would say in that word before, but like let's be all people who want to fully give each other, how can I say something nice? Fully give each other our full attention that day who I meet, yeah? And now I'd say focus on the word attention. Now I bet you're going to wander off. Because we do that. There's very few people in the world who can do that. And yeah, be honest with yourself. But when you start training yourself on that, that's when you also develop the focus. The quality of focus is also important. And there are 6 aspects of focus. Now, I would like to go over 3, which is the clarity and the control and the capacity that you have. So the capacity really means how much are you able to contain. So for example, what I just said, we are on average, if I would say something now, you in a minute, you would be able to remember 4 to 40 things that I said, or items that I said consciously. You would be able, on average, between 4 to 40, is one of the studies that they've done. So that's the capacity. So you can grow that capacity by developing your focus. The clarity of that has to do with the capacity of how you see things. Do you see it in high definition? Or do you just scatter still in what you can remember of the focus, what you can stay focused on? And then you have the control. Are you able to bring your focus back all the time? Or when you notice that your mind is wandering, am I able to bring it back to what I'm focusing on? And can you imagine if you do that, then you are much more in the here and now all the time. And you get more done. You get actually a higher sense of satisfaction. You increase your awareness of the surroundings that you're in. You're not fleetingly going through life. Because trust me, if you would go back to your day-to-day, how much have you actually consciously focused on? What task have you done with full focus? Even when you do the dishes, even when you hang up a washing, when you speak, when you listen. When you say, hello, how are you? How focused were you really when that person said, I'm great, or I'm not so great? Where were you with your mind? So that is mindfulness in action. And that's what we like to share and also practice ourselves, because that develops much more capacity of having a meaningful life. creating a meaningful life, meaningful relationships. It depends how you start to engage with people, whether you go to work 4 days, or when you come home from work, or when you work in the garden, when you plant vegetables, when you play with your children or grandchildren or your neighbors and you read a story to them or something like that. How focused are you? So my suggestion is tonight just practice it. When you go and sit in your room, wherever you are, or maybe you're on the bus, and just notice the things that are around you. Call in your mind 20 items that are around you. That could be also a person or whatever. And just bring your awareness to that. And then close your eyes for a moment and then see what you can recall. And see if how far you go from 4 to 40. And don't judge yourself if you can remember 2. But see what you can remember. And that is really training of your focus, attention, your focus and your awareness. So, yeah, I'm going to do some more research on this because I really love this area. Yeah. I really think it helps so many people. I think it can help students. I think it can help anxiety, people who suffer from anxiety. I think it helps with depression and much more than that. And also with leadership training.
Time management.
Time management, you know. It's one of the things that we do as well in our program for time management. It's the focus, the real focus. How is your clarity? How is your control? How is the capacity? All these 3 from the 6. And the other 3 I'll mention maybe another time.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it for me for tonight. I certainly hope it was helpful, and I love what you've
I like
well.
the numbers that you mentioned and how important it can be for people if they change.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And the things that you can do. You know, people who say, oh, I have no time to do this, I have no time to do that. Yes, you do. If you stay focused on the things that you want to do and you do them just there and then with full attention,
mm-hmm.
you'll have lots of time to do other things, to relax, to do nothing maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's also a big issue. A lot of people are suffering from burnout and so forth because they think they have no time, but what they actually don't have is focus.
Right.
So what I say is move from striving to thriving and see what happens. Because when you start doing that, you'll definitely have a more sensation than thriving, than surviving or striving. If you keep striving, like you say, with that ball and la la la, but if you just do it in this way, you're much more likely to thrive and have the best 2 games. What, 2 games you said? Huh?
2 rounds.
Oh, 2 rounds, yeah. 2 rounds.
So
I wasn't focusing really well. Sorry.
No, thank you.
I remember 2.
Yeah. And each round is 9 holes.
Yes, that you did. Yeah.
So once you strive, then you, for instance, with golf, you really get it there, and you try to control it. And one of the nice things also with focus and getting and what you want in life, we already said letting go, be in the here and now, and have faith that it will happen. And one of the things that I can guarantee you why faith is so important, look at all the things that you have now in your life, all the results. And if you're really honest to yourself and look back, what were your thoughts yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago? And see how much you, at a subconscious level, without judgment, at the subconscious level, you created yourself. It's pretty bold statement, maybe.
Yeah, it's a bold statement, yeah, for sure.
But once you're honest and you can really realize this, you see it, then you can also change it. You must, the first step is awareness. Are you aware of what's happening? What you feel, or how you think, what you believe? Where is your focus really?
Yeah.
Then you can change.
Well plenty food for thought.
Absolutely. And it's a lifelong journey for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the nice part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, that's it. It's 8 o'clock.
Beautiful.
And it was wonderful. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
And we shall put this also on our YouTube channel, this recording. So if you know someone who isn't on Facebook and still would like to read or hear something about it, then please share it with them. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with the topic.
You said it.
Yes, moving from doing to being.
That's the one. I was not focusing on you and your
That's been a great conversation we had earlier, as you can see. Any case, I'm very happy that I remembered.
And, well, I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Any case, well, have a wonderful evening or day wherever you are, and thanks for watching. And remember, go on our website if you feel you want to join us for the 2-day retreat.
Yes, absolutely
2nd and
nice.
the 3rd of July. consciousworldagents.com/retreats, and find out there's a little movie that you maybe want to watch of the venue where we are. All right, well, thank you so much. Wonderful that you were here, and any questions around focus or any suggestions or any experiences you have yourself, please write them down below. We'd love to share.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank
Rebecca.
you, Jamie. Rebecca. I think Ratna was here earlier as well.
Ratna, and I thought I saw Ellie.
Okay, now wonderful.
And
Any case,
more.
wonderful that you were here, and we'll hope to see you again next week. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye for now.